Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Smell the Coffee. I hope you missed me because I surely did miss you. I'm so happy to be back. Anyway, you're joined by Diana Master and Aina Riza Kweyo. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm good, sweetie. How you doing, sweetie?
Sweetie is much better. For a split second, sweetie thought she was a goner, man. I really thought, I was like, I'm throwing my peace signs up. I was like, okay, this is how I go. Sharp.
But you're good.
No, but I'm good. I'm a thug.
Yeah. I'm glad you are good. Yeah, man, life is good. Can't complain. Good. Everything is in sync. We are moving with the times. The times are moving with us. And yeah, all is great.
All is great. I mean,
Are you well rested?
I am, but I'm not 100% yet because I still feel like my voice is still kind of hoarse. I don't know if you can hear it. But it's better than it was a few days ago. So definitely, I think I did need the rest. Because I think the thing with me is every time I get a cough, my laryngitis flares up. Because being asthmatic, I never just have a cough. No. It's like a chesty cough. So I think that always triggers my laryngitis. So every time I feel like I'm starting to come up with a cough, immediately I start taking whatever I need to take. But this time around, it just hit me all at once before I even had time to, it didn't slowly progress to say, okay, you feel sick-ish today, and then it just came like a truck. And then the next day, my voice was gone. Full on. So I was just like, oh, okay. The minute I started coughing, I knew, I was like, tomorrow, for sure, my voice is going to be gone.
Yeah, but, you know, it's good to always know your body. Listen to your body, and then when your body says stop, come to a complete stop. Like, don't be
trying to force things. Don't be like, just, some of us are so obsessed with being at it and just working and just going and just, and it's detrimental to us. If your body says stop, just stop. Just stop.
Listen and continue tomorrow or something.
I think for me that was the hardest because I had just started getting really back into the groove, working out, and I was hitting targets I used to hit way before.
Can you believe I haven't worked out a single bit this year?
Hectic. No, we're going to work out now.
We're going to work
out now. Fitness girlies are up
and
so they're up and they're stuck. Yeah, man. So it was hard for me to not work out because, again, my workouts are not just, low impact. I always do high impact workouts. I work out for 110 minutes a day. So it's like I can't tone it down. I can't work out for 10 minutes because I'm like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. I don't feel like I worked out. And also they say that if your symptoms are from from the chest up, don't work out. And then if it's from the waist down, am I mixing it up? But basically, I know that with a cough or a flu, you cannot work out because you could actually die. That's how bad it is, So you have to rest.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you have to rest. It's not just, I have a flu. Yes, sure, it goes back to what you're saying about listening to your body. But doctors recommend that when you have a cough or a cold, rest.
Wow. All right. And on that note, we will be right back after the short commercial break. We are talking all things Adele and in love.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhh.com.na.
So, when it comes to all things K-pop, I got you covered. So there's a story that is breaking the K-pop industry right now. BTS's Suga, it has been confirmed by the police that he will face a criminal investigation akin to driving a car while drunk. According to the initial reports, BTS Suga was taken to the Yonhap police station on Tuesday, August 6th. He was by himself, fallen off the kickboard and on the streets when the police came across him. As the officials approached him to help him, they smelled alcohol on the singer and booked him. However, the case got complicated with new findings in the reports. In South Korea, where electric kickboards require a driver's license and strict adherence to traffic laws, rapper Suga was involved in a DUI case after falling off his kickboard due to alcohol. So people assumed that that's what he was driving, right? And the police were like, we're going to charge you with a DUI case. And everyone went crazy, like, no, but he was just driving a scooter. These were the initial reports. So Suga claimed he had experienced knee pain and had only consumed 1 glass of beer before briefly riding the kickboard. Big Hit Music, BTS's representative company, subsequently issued an official statement apologizing for the artist's act and confirmed that his license was revoked and he was fined. Suga also posted an apology. However, the case escalated with the revelation that the model Suga was driving was not an electric kickboard but an electric scooter with a seat, or the Korean equivalent of a scooter bike. The report from Yonsan also suggested that no fine or revocation of license had been imposed yet, contradicting the Big Hit company and Suga's apology statement. Now, on August 9th, according to Dispatch, the Yongsan station stated that Suga's vehicle was not a personal mobility device and was categorized as a motorized vehicle. The Daechwita singer will now face a criminal investigation similar to that of an automobile DUI case. Later in the evening, according to Donga Ilbo, the blood alcohol concentration in Suga's body was recorded at 0.227%, which is 8 times higher than the limit set at 0.03% in Korea, which means that the idol is facing 2 to 5 years in prison or a fine that's between $7,290 or $14,000.
Yeah, people should get fined like when they misbehave.
But the thing is, so everyone was confused because people thought, like international fans thought that the Korean fans and the Korean authorities were overreacting because it was just a scooter. So now the issue came because now the fans were divided, the international fans and the Korean fans, because the Korean fans were saying, no, but first of all, he lied and said he had 1 drink. He didn't have 1 drink, according to now the breathalyzer results. Number 2, he said that his license had been revoked, only for the police to say that his license hadn't been revoked. So people got so angry. At some point, people were saying he should leave the group. I'm like, yo, guys,
leave the group.
It's not that deep, hey? It's really
not that serious, guys.
Like, I feel like, yes. Relax. Like, yes. He's a celebrity and he's in the public eye and he should be careful about what he does. But going as far as asking the guy to leave the group, guys, come on now. No. I feel like this is what's going to happen. I feel like he's just going to apologize. Again.
For lying.
For lying. And then he will take time to reflect on his actions.
So his moving over to our next story, British singer Adele confirmed her engagement to American sports agent Rich Paul to her fans while performing in Germany. All of us Adele fans gather around because we have a wedding. The chart-topping singer, who is 36, revealed in 2021 that she was in a relationship with the founder of management company Clutch Sports Group, which has represented high-profile basketball stars including LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and John Wall. According to social media video from the Munich concert, Adele appears to spot someone carrying a sign in the crowd, "Will you marry me?" And she read it out and she said, well, I can't marry you because I'm already getting married, so I can't, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. Adele also showed off what looked like an engagement ring to the audience. Shout out.
Oh, big purr.
Yeah.
So Lord, when is it my turn?
Lord, when?
Lord, when?
I see what you're doing for other people.
And for me? Yeah. Saba, well, wedding bells are ringing.
Yeah, but good for her.
Good for her, man.
Love Adele.
But you see, this is what I'm saying. Like, Lord, when she's been married before, some of us haven't even been married once. Other people are going on to their second marriages.
Right, dear.
Yeah. No. But I mean, good for her, man. Because I think her first marriage really did a number on her.
Yeah.
So I feel like for her to say yes again, she knows
Will
that.
you remarry?
I don't know. I think I would. I don't know. It depends on how badly
You
it
would
ended the first
remarry
time.
just for the event, just for the wedding.
Why would you call me out like that?
You would remarry just for the wedding, for the event.
No, but if I have my dream wedding already the first time around, the second time around is kind of like I bet you're right. I definitely get married for the event.
No, the second time
right.
You'll be like, we need, there was something that I didn't
that was
do,
missing, yes.
So I gotta do it the second time.
time.
We know you, my dear. We've lived with you too long to
not you
know.
knowing me, but yes, I definitely get married again just for the wedding.
But nonetheless, let's talk digital medicine technology with Dr. Esperance. Dr. Esperance Lubindao is a medical doctor, philanthropist, and digital health consultant. Those are just some of the few hats she wears. Equally, she is a sister, a friend, and servanthood spirit can rub off on us. How you doing?
I'm good. I love the way you say my name.
Do I say it right?
No, beautiful. I'm normally getting Esperanza, so you got it perfect. Thank you for having me.
By the way, can I just say you smell so good?
Thank you.
That is how I aspire to smell when I am rich. And as the young people of this country would say, it's make sure. The scent is make sure.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's talk about Menga, the inspiration behind it. What inspired the whole idea?
Okay, so a couple of years ago, we, started giving medical advice, free medical advice. We learned it doesn't solve the problem full circle. So yes, somebody comes to you and they say, I have been having this vaginal discharge for, the past two months. And you diagnose them and you say, you probably have an STD, maybe gonorrhea, told you have an upper respiratory tract infection or tonsillitis that could have been treated with simple antibiotics.
Yeah.
And that's how Menga came up. And developers here and in South Africa also said, look, it's not possible. There are a lot of things that you require. It just looks like a box, but it's not just a box.
Yeah.
There's a lot of software that goes in. I went overseas and I found my team and they said, yes, it's possible. So we started working on it and we tested it and everything and it worked.
Some of the challenges you faced in the creation phase?
Firstly, legislation. There's so much potential in Africa. I won't just talk about Namibia. There's a lot of potential in Africa. Particularly when it comes to digital healthcare. I won't just talk about Namibia. There's a lot of potential in Africa. Particularly when it comes to digital healthcare. There's so much happening outside of Africa already. You have to be creative. There's so much happening outside of Africa already. You have to be creative. You have to create the jobs and things. But when you start doing it, there's so many no's that you get.
Yeah.
We won't be able to roll out there because there is a policy from 1960.
Yeah.
I said, but aren't the policies supposed to protect the people and sort of meet the people at their point of need? So legislation was a very, very, very difficult issue that we had to face. And legislation was a very, very, very difficult issue that we had to face. And then obviously, like I said now, in terms of development. So we had to find the team of people that understand it and then bring it to, like I said, there are a lot of things. You have to make sure that only the person you prescribe the medication can access the medication.
Yeah.
You have to make sure that on the opposite end, I can keep track. So if Esperance keeps getting treated for, an STD or whatever the case is, we can keep track of it on the back end. We have the information. We can contact them. We can reach out. So all of the statistics we also needed to be able to capture on the back end.
Okay. And then, I grew up in an informal settlement. So then I want to find out from you how, Menga caters then to patients from semi-rural and urban areas in terms of medical acquisition and also consultation. How do you go to them? Yeah.
Okay, good. So ultimately the goal is that you do a consultation without the use of, so if you are within an urban area, you can use internet, whether it's WhatsApp and all of that. We have a system in place for that. However, if you are in an informal setting, settlement, very much steering clear from the word rural. So we're talking about places that have basic connectivity to send a text message. Yeah. So we use a messaging system. You send a message, you do your consultation with the doctor on call, after which they'll give you access to your medication through biometrics. And through that, then with the fingerprint scanning and ID scanning or coding, you can then go to one of our machines and access your prescribed medication within a certain limited period of time.
Okay.
Yes.
In case I want to call the doctor,
yes.
Is that provision available? Because now I understand I can send a text, but you know, sometimes I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. Can I be able to kring you or another doctor and then get this information?
Yes.
Okay.
So 100%. The only thing is that, you know, in order to have it in a controlled environment, we have then set it up in such a way that we would then have a list of approved doctors on our system. And when basically a patient wants to do a consultation, they send a message to a particular number. Okay. So it's not just any doctor, no. Okay. It's not just any doctor. It must be a doctor that has access to our software on the back end. Okay. Because they need to give you access to the medication on the back end. So it must be our doctors, which is obviously an accredited doctor, who then does the consultation. Yes, it can be phone call, text. The reason we said a messaging system is because we are aware that if you say the target population is semi-rural areas and urban areas, or what do you call it, suburbs or informal areas, then you must be aware that not everybody there will have access to internet, right? And that is the conventional method of consultation, usually uses telemedicine, usually uses internet. So that's why we then formed it on the basis of a messaging system. But yes, within urban areas, you can do a call, you can do a video call, you can do all of that. But those things exist. So the intellectual property around this, they need, you know.
A telemedicine in Namibia, you did mention that previously, but maybe you can expand more.
A little bit on that. Okay, so I won't touch on it too much, but when I came up with the idea, they were very open-minded and said, listen, we love this idea, that there is currently no legislation, which technically means that there are no rules and laws to govern telemedicine in the country, which is that there is currently no legislation, which technically means that there are no rules and laws to govern telemedicine in the country, which is something that as I've mentioned in my posts and the media release and all, that they are actively working on finalizing the legislation, just basically to govern it, because you must remember there's a lot of back and forth talk about, you know, is this going to replace human beings? Is it safe? Data protection? There are all these things. And so there must be legislation around that to govern it, to make sure that in as much as it benefits the people, it protects the people as well. And so, you know, it's very forward thinking, and I hope to hear that the legislation has been finalized soon. But in the meantime, we have started talks already with other African countries for rollout, who are a little bit more advanced in terms of have it ready for use here, but we wait and see.
We wait.
Have it ready for use here, but we wait and see.
We wait and see. And you know, with patience come good results, as when it's made or spoken to them or given to them in their native language. Like if you want to say something to me, just tell me whom can access the medication in their local native languages, and also can do.
So that is actually one of the unique proposition of Menga. The three things: number one, we offer obviously your prescribed medication and consultation in real time, as I've mentioned. The second thing is what you've mentioned now, is we allow consultation and patients to access medication in their native languages. It's an extension of OSAT Africa. So OSAT Africa is my health foundation, and this is sort of African countries. It's a bit presumptuous of you to assume that everybody communicates in their language. And so we have now about 10 languages that we have managed to convert all our material and everything into, which means that yes, patients within the areas that we have prescribed will be able to access their medication and consult within their native languages, and we're very proud of that.
I'm also very proud of that. What are some of the languages maybe that you have so
you
far?
mentioned one, so we have I'm worried about saying this online, and so many others, because I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it correctly. And then also a few other African languages. So we have French, we have all these Portuguese, and we really are we are going to be expanding into the rest of Africa. Today, actually, we are unveiling in about 6 different African countries. Nice. Exactly. So it's absolutely amazing, and we hope to meet the people in a language they understand.
Okay, is there anything else that you would like to add about Menga that I perhaps did not ask you? Yeah, something